Hello everybody, welcome new viewers and welcome back old viewers. My name's Jordan and this is my newest entry in a series called Video Game Talking Points. I'm doing this on Shawn Martin's channel now. He's got me locked in this room here and he is just standing off camera with a gun, with a sniper rifle actually. He's like seriously 3 feet over that way, but he's got a sniper rifle. I'd use like a shotgun or even one of those really serious slingshots with a ball bearing, but he just is really flamboyant and is violent, so he's got a sniper rifle. So he's going to shoot me unless I don't talk about video games. Or unless I do talk about video games. I'm not sure which is the right one. I've been drinking a little bit. Anyways, the series is called Video Game Talking Points, and I'm going to pick a topic each week, and I'm going to ramble about it a little bit, and you're going to hopefully listen and not navigate away. And I like to pose questions to people, so if you like commenting on things and you like arguing about things that don't really matter cosmically, then this is the series for you. Anyways, this week I'm going to delve into one of my dark secrets. So I guess it's kind of cool that I might be getting some new people here, so you know, you don't really know me, and you know, I haven't bought you a drink yet, so I'm just going to dive right into it. Here is a thing. Hold on. All of this. This is a stack of books that are based on video game franchises. It's really only just Gears of War and Halo. I actually own the Fall of Reach twice because they released an edition somewhere with like slightly more stuff, so I bought that because I don't value my sex life. So yeah, I read the books that are based off of video games. And I think that that's an awesome thing, and I wish more companies would do that, and that's what I wanted to talk about today. I think that novels for not every video game, but for a lot of video games can really add to the franchise and actually get you to care about the characters more than the games ever could themselves. The perfect example of this is Gears of War. There's been 3 Gears books so far, all written by Karen Traviss, who, if any of you guys read Star Wars books, apparently she's done some of them. I've never read any of the Star Wars books. I mean to, but I mean, I don't know, whatever. I'll get to that later. Anyways, Karen Traviss has written 3 books based in the Gears universe. They're kind of prequels, but they also have events that are happening during the Gears games, and then the last book actually sets up for the third one. It kind of happens in between Gears 2 and Gears 3, and then they're always flashing back. You learn more about Adam Phoenix, Marcus's father. See, this all sounds really lame, but I'm just going to power through because, yeah, really fuck you if you think this is nerdy or pathetic. That's right, I said it. Anyways, the Gears books were really awesome because they brought this human element to the Gears universe. If you've played the Gears of War games, you know that it's just a bunch of really big, meaty dudes. They've actually worked in the female characters, Anya, and then the another woman who's nicknamed Bernie. She's got a guy's name. She has yet to make an appearance officially in the games. She's probably going to be in 3, but they actually give you a lot of cool backstory, and they humanize these people so they're not just these big, meatheady, roided out, like, military jocks like Republican Space Rangers or something. They actually give it a really cool human element, and you actually care about these people. Gears 2 is kind of notorious, for me at least, of, spoiler alert, Dom finds his wife and she's like a husk of a person and he's got to like put her down, Old Yeller style. And it's supposed to be like this really heavy moment, you know, just super melodramatic. And it kind of falls flat because exactly after and immediately before, you're just running around killing tons of locusts, like just taking your chainsaw, you know, like your lancer, and just going asshole to eardrums on dudes and just splitting them in half. And it's like this ridiculous over-the-top action, and then it's like, okay, everybody calm down, we're gonna slow down and care about this guy's wife, who she's never really had much dialogue at all, and she's not, you know, Dom is looking for her at the beginning of Gears 1, and, you know, like, you don't really get to care about her. Like, she never really gets any dialogue. You don't ever really get to see anything about the relationship between Dom and his wife. The books actually expands on that, and it makes it a little bit better. It still, you know, falls flat in a game because it's a game, not a book and not a movie. It's something that you're actively involved in. You are controlling directly, and the point of a game is to have fun. There's gameplay mechanics, and you're doing stuff. And a lot of the time, a story in a game can sort of be like the story in like a high production value porno, where it's there because like, well, look, we can kind of do a story. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some games that have awesome stories, the Mass Effects and the Bioshocks and stuff like that. And Mass Effect actually has some books. I haven't actually read them yet. I plan to before 3 comes out. We have a lot of time before Mass Effect 3 comes out. So if any of you guys have actually read the Mass Effect books, let me know how they are. I've read some reviews, and, you know, I'm interested. The Halo books are another example where the Halo universe is pretty generic. Like, they've got some interesting story ideas, they've got some cool, you know, likable characters, and the books are really more padding there. They aren't as extreme as the Gears books, where the Gears books actually make you care about the universe more, just because there seems to be so little to the universe in the Gears games. But the Halo's just kind of like extra stuff there. It's like supplementary material that if you want to see it, you know, you can seek it out, and it enriches the experience. I haven't read the newest book, the Forerunner prequel, yet by that, I think Greg Bear wrote it or whatever, so let me know what you thought if you read that. But, you know, and the Halo books have been kind of hit or miss. All 3 Gears books have been pretty good to okay, but some of the Halo books have been pretty hit or miss. Eric Nyland seems to be the favorite there, and I think he did do a good job. His one, Ghost of Onyx, was kind of boring, but, you know, you take what you can get. Why I think the books are cool is because I hate when you have to like read your games, and BioWare is kind of notorious for this. Every computer screen you go to or scroll you find, you have this huge backstory there on your screen that you can scroll through and read on your screen, and that's not comfortable really for me. It's kind of like awkward reading off a screen that's way across your room. You're on your couch and, you know, you're reading off the TV, and you have to stop playing the game to do it. I think that more game companies should get into, you know, putting some money into hiring a writer and writing a supplementary book, you know, if it fits, because I think then, you know, if you want to learn all this extra stuff about the universe, you can, you know, you can go out and you can buy this book. I know there's ones for Dead Space. I haven't read those. I really get everything I need from Dead Space out of the game. The movies were kind of hit or miss. Halo Legends is also kind of hit or miss too. Some of the things are good, others are bad. So I guess that's the downside to this stuff, the expanded universe. You can get some subpar quality stuff, while the games can be just good games on their own. You know, you can fail at story at the other things. But I think if it fits, like, I don't think they should do books for Call of Duty, you know, like Guy Solderington and John Q shoot-em-ups. You know, there's like they're buddies, and they're in the whatever war together, shooting whatever, you know, nameless Arabs or nameless Russians. You know, there's not really much you can do with any kind of story there. So it's like, well, they went there and shot people, and they went there and shot people. But I think games like Mass Effect, games like Halo, who have a universe and have, you know, actual characters, not just generic camera perspectives for you to go and point your gun at stuff, you know, I think that those games can really benefit from, you know, making a community, making a backstory, and, you know, fleshing out their universe and getting people to care about it. You know, like it just helps the game. You know, you can, the hardcore fans, like, they can get some more stuff. You know, their desire can be sated. So I think that more companies should actually look into doing that. I think that BioWare, I think their newest book actually sort of segues into 3 as well. I think that's really cool when you can give the fans something to tide them over until they wait for the next game from a AAA studio, because the development period seems to be kind of long. So, I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys read these books at all? Do you think any of them are good? Do you think any of them are worth a damn? I mean, to a lesser extent, do you guys read the comics? They have a lot of Halo comics. They seem to have a comic for every game. They have Assassin's Creed comics. They have Dead Space comics. They have some other games. They have some Mass Effect comics too. That's the other thing. It seems to be studios with the most money. You know, they have money to spend on things as books. Do you think that smaller studios should, like, maybe take a risk if, you know, like, if it makes sense to make a story for their game, you know, like a backstory or like a side story? Do you think it makes sense for, you know, a smaller studio with maybe not as big a budget to take a risk on this? I personally think they should. I think that it's really cool. It can make them stand out, and, you know, you can I think games are always going to kind of be second fiddle when it comes to displaying story, because it is an interactive medium. It's not a book, it's not a movie, it's not a TV series. you don't have you don't have to like worry about level design, character AI, animation, all this other stuff. You can just get the story out there, and the player, yeah, Freudian slip, the reader or the watcher fills in the gaps. And I think that that's where they need to really try and like pour on the story. Like, don't stop doing story in games, don't get me wrong, but I think that more people need to embrace books and comics, certainly. I mean, I've read some of the Halo comics. They were all right. I just haven't read like a great video game comic yet. Like, do you think they actually maybe need to up their production values? Do you think that there's some wasted potential? So let me know what you guys think. I'm going to cut it off here. This one's already went kind of long. Stay tuned. Later on, a few days from now, I'm actually going to have a video up of my impressions of the Duke Nukem Forever demo, and then I'll have a review of the game when it comes out 2 weeks from now, a little less than 2 weeks from now. And also stay tuned, I'm going to have a review up for Red Faction Armageddon and Infamous 2 when they come out. I'll have them up shortly after, like the weekend of their release, when they come out that Tuesday, the weekend after. Look for those. So yeah, comment, like this video, and let me know what you think, and, let Shawn know what you think. Shawn, I did good, right? Please don't shoot. I give you hugs. He's not really over there. I'm a character. See you later.